Hi, I'm Jennifer Nicely with Pinnacle Real Estate Academy. I am your go-to when it comes to real estate and real estate education. Today I want to talk to you about a solution to an issue we have in the real estate industry today. You've all heard about it. There's been a lot of coverage on the media about real estate and real estate commissions, and there was a lawsuit on a national level. And we're not going to sweep things under the rug, but I do want to talk about what comes out of this lawsuit. Now, in my opinion, the Jennifer Nicely opinion, I don't think that realtors were greedy or being intentionally misleading. I don't think that a lot of realtors double dipped. I don't think that society was done wrong. I do think that things were in place for the real estate industry to help the consumer. See, the issue with consumers purchasing properties is they don't always have the hard cash to pay for the things that need to be paid. For example, 20% down payment, closing costs, that's just inspections and attorney's fees and insurance, etc. And then on top of it, having a buyer's agent's commission. And so a lot of commissions were always wrapped into the purchase price for the sake of helping the buyer. Now, I don't want to get into the weeds of all of that because that's an entirely another video. But what I want to talk about today is how do we solve this problem that we're seeing in the real estate industry? Now, whether you believe it's a problem or whether it's been portrayed that we have a problem, what do we do about it? As a real estate agent, you need to make sure that you are transparent. Meaning, talk about how you earn a living. Talk about your value. Now, what everyone needs to know is there's not a standard commission, and we're not talking about commissions today. That could turn into price fixing. So that is not what you need to address. You need to address what your value is and why you charge what you charge. Now, again, all real estate agents do not charge the same thing, and all consumers have the ability and right to negotiate. They have a choice of what they pay. They have a choice of who they work with. But realtors also have a choice of who they work with and a choice of what they charge based on their value. So as a real estate agent, my advice to you is to be completely transparent. And the way that you are transparent is you have conversations. You have deep educational conversations, and you put these things in writing. I've been saying for the last 20 years, have a compensation addendum signed with every transaction you're involved in. It doesn't matter if you're the list side, it doesn't matter if you're the buy side, have a compensation addendum signed. This tells the buyer, the seller, the buyer's agent, and the listing agent what everyone's getting paid. Yes, they're going to see it on the CD, on the closing disclosure when you get to the closing. But why are you waiting until the very last interaction with that consumer to explain what you're getting paid? That's when questions start to arise. If you're not hiding anything, then it's a conversation that needs to be had up front. NAR has done great by providing all real estate agents and consumers with lists of what buyer's agents do and what listing agents do and why they bring value to the table. The problem with this lawsuit, in my opinion, is if sellers aren't helping wrap in that commission into the sales price and it coming out of the proceeds, and the buyers don't have the cash to pay for representation, then buyers are going to go without representation. And that's not good for them either. So I don't think in the big picture that this is great for consumers. What I do believe the silver lining that can come out of this is more transparency, more education, more conversations, more personal touch, personal communication. But remember, always follow that up in writing. Use buyer's agency agreements. Use compensation addendums. Use listing agency agreements. And explain to them how it works. One of the analogies I like to give is you don't go and have brain surgery and then say, oh, I don't want to pay it. right? That is what you're doing. You're hiring an expert to provide a service. You have to feed your family somehow. So why are you not talking about it? You have to talk about it. Get away from the fear. You've got to feed your family, but you've got to be transparent. Let consumers know they have choices, and make sure you have it in writing. I hope this helps. I have multiple videos on this topic. It is a touchy topic, but I'm here to talk about it because as an industry, if we don't talk about it, society is. And we want to make sure that the correct narrative gets out there. I hope you're having a great day. Follow us on YouTube and subscribe at Pinnacle Real Estate Academy.